Continuing the Memorial Day weekend reviews, May 21st, Paradise Lost, with Trouble opening Brighton Music Hall in Boston. So, Trouble, kind of earlier doom band, I guess you can say, from the 70s. Paradise Lost, obviously, gothic metal, but they were, I don't know if they were celebrating the Devil Embrace, but I guess that they were just calling it the Devil Embraced Tour North America 2025. So, hadn't seen either band. Listen to Paradise Lost a fair amount, but I don't really know them super well. I just was on the fence a bit about going to see them because, anything gothic or goth or whatever, like the performance is going to be questionable. I think is there going to be much of a performance? Is it going to be just dark and moody? Because sometimes you're not in the mood for that. But I think it was well worth going to. Plus, got to check out Boston a little bit more. So, Trouble opened. Unfortunately, they ran into a bit of trouble. They had some tech issues and stuff that they did their best to work through, and I think they did a good job. But unfortunately, these things happen. So, that being said, though, they definitely went over the crowd. Everybody wanted to see more of them, so that was really cool. Paradise Lost, and the set is linked below. There was kind of like a, 80s and 90s rock star like vibe to this set, as in like I feel like, a band like The Cure, they can play arenas. A band like Sisters of Mercy can play bigger theaters. I feel like Paradise Lost is at that point where they should have been kind of in the middle. It wasn't a super dark set or anything, which is great. It was definitely darker, and it wasn't like a huge performance as far as like energy and movement and all that. But there was the right combination of two, I think, just with the emotional intensity of the music. And so there was just this really like kind of emotionally evocative vibe that I'm assuming that's what they want people to get from their work. But the crowd, I've seen few crowds that were that diehard about the band. That wasn't in just a purely like fanatical way. So the crowd that was there, and I think Paradise Lost is getting ready to play Maryland Death Fest, so I think a lot of people were waiting to see them there from this area, from what it sounded like. But a few of the people there were going to see them at Death Fest as well. All that being said, Paradise Lost did a great job. It was a really cool show. I'm really glad I finally got to see them. I think there'd be some nights where I'd want more energy, or maybe a lineup with more kind of oomph. But it was really cool, and I'm really glad I got to see them. So if you get a chance and you are in the mood for something like that, or you're open to letting the music kind of bring you there, then I think that's well worth going to see them. If you need that kind of music but with more energy, I think you probably have to catch them at the right thing. I don't know if Death Fest will be something where they go harder at, but yeah. So really cool. I would see Trouble again because I would like to see them kind of do a full uninterrupted, undisturbed set. Yeah, okay. So check out the link below.